Guys, you've got this video on YouTube, the Haven dance party in the car. Yeah. And so I wondered what your kind of signature moves on the dance floor would be.
Do you want a
demonstration? I want a demonstration, exactly. Your signature dance moves. You can either sitting or standing.
We're going to do sitting.
Okay.
Okay, guys, ready?
What are we doing here?
Our signature dance moves.
Oh, okay.
Ready?
That's great.
That's a lot of voguing on my part.
That's pretty much it.
Looking really, really good, might I say.
Really good.
I really don't want to see that later.
Now, how will dancing be figuring in season 3, and what direction are we going with season 3?
We emotionally dance the entire season, but this season is darker. It's scarier. It's bigger than both of the previous 2 seasons put together. I mean, the level of effects and stunts and everything. It just everything got amped up this season. It's really exciting.
In terms of the troubles, what's the best trouble that you've had so far, and what one are you most looking forward to bringing into the new season?
If you've been watching, which I imagine you have, dear followers of Haven, the TV series, episode 3. It is kind of like a cult.
Kind of.
Yeah. Episode 3, the farmer. That was a pretty wild one. Right?
His bad teeth. Are you making fun of the British?
There's nothing about
so
teeth.
Inappropriate.
What's wrong with you? This is like a. What does that mean? That's not teeth. I wasn't. Oh, there's also the guy with the screwed up teeth in episode 11. Like,
It's actually just chiclets thrown randomly into his face.
that's right.
They just put glue there.
Yeah.
And just threw chiclets on him. And they landed.
We couldn't afford one.
We didn't have much in the effects budget by then. Yeah,
Pink and yellow.
right.
Those ones.
That's
They were
right.
horrible,
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
I wanted to ask you about how your characters have developed in the show since you joined.
I mean, all of our characters have evolved, but I mean, certainly most drastically for me, Duke started out as very self-centered and selfish, and I think he's, over the course of the 3 seasons, has learned that he now has a sort of makeshift family with these people here, and is genuinely invested in them, and so I think that's the biggest change for my character.
I think the layers of Dwight have started to have been peeled back. The more and more you start to see subtly throughout the time that I've been on the show. There's some history there dating back to Nathan's father and working for Chief Wuornos, and now kind of keeping that lineage of the relationship going. But you start to see that Dwight he's a good guy who is very invested in the town and his friends, even the people that aren't his friends that he has a begrudging alpha male kind of vibe with. There's still that.
Because they call him Sasquatch.
That's what did it. That just set everything down the wrong path. But we still will get along and work together when need be. So I like that aspect too.
The development of Nathan Wuornos has been mostly physical through the course of the season. The 3 seasons, like you remember when you first met me, mostly just this side of me, and second season got a little bit of left side, and I'd say I'm like fully mobile in the 3rd season, and just speaking muscularly, just gone from having an 8-pack when we started to a 4-pack second season, 3-pack beginning of the 3rd, and 12 by the end. For a moment, yeah.
So you went back to 12. Wow.
No, I started with an 8.
Oh, you started with an 8.
Yeah, so I'm up to 12 now. I'm probably going to drop it, just go single pack for season 4.
A keg.
Yeah. Yeah. And I've been training my veins. And also,
He has
Nathan,
fantastic vascular girth.
yes, huge, massive veins. Lots of blood flowing through Nathan.
Are you just fixing?
Is it
Yeah.
giving me a demonstration?
Are you giving
I'm
a
just fixing
demonstration?
my
Or just
shirt.
making your jacket
No,
look cooler?
just making my jacket look
Trying
cooler.
to tighten it together.
Yeah, I'm busting out of this. My development, Nathan's development, was slow coming of age story. Very introverted, reserved man, and slowly, through the help of his friends, letting it hang out a little bit, if you will. Just a little bit, though. Right? Yeah. And he's sort of becoming a man before our very eyes. Nathan's gone from like not taking much responsibility for stuff or initiative to, having to actually make decisions and then follow through on things that I guess.
Watch this. Chocolate or vanilla?
Vanilla.
See?
That was good, right? Try me again.
Strawberry Rocky Road.
Rocky Road. God, that was the wrong choice.
Rocky. You got to stick with it.
I got to stick with it. I'm going to hate this ice cream. God, I'm such an idiot. Yeah. Like now Nathan finds himself in situations in season 3 where he's like, dude, wow, I never would have thought that I was the guy but you know what? I'm going to take a cue from my boy, Duke Crocker, and be like all, sexy as shit.
You can't say shit.
Sorry?
Or maybe in Great
Can I?
You can say shit. Yeah,
shite.
Shite.
Sexy as shite.
No,
And you can say
I can't say shite.
And you can say twat.
Oh, yeah?
Yep.
He's sexy as twat in this scene.
I don't think that's how they use it.
No, I did think that was the wrong
I don't think
context.
that's going to work.
Entirely.
You can say cunt here too. Yep.
Whoa. What about wanker? Wanker, you can.
It's all good. It's all good. You were saying then about, developing
Yes.
in different ways. So I wanted to ask Adam if you'd ever thought about using any of your signature WWE moves on these guys, either in character or on set.
Wait a minute. You have signature WWE moves?
I've
Are they like dance moves?
sometimes. I cut a mean rug. The forbidden dance was always my specialty.
Wow.
Yeah.
I didn't know
You
that.
can't see it because it's forbidden.
Of course.
No, I've never thought about it. Never entered my mind.
Is it not going to happen in any of the series?
Well, we had a
We had
a fight scene.
We had a fight scene, which was a lot of fun, but
yeah.
it was great because it was close quarters and it was, it was in Duke's ship. So you have these different elements of you're fighting in a hallway and not in an arena where it's wide open. So it was nice to be able to take what I used to do and be able to translate it into something, but in a completely different environment. And I think that's when I really started to kind of find my comfort zone, because doing something physical helped me kind of get more at ease with the acting process.
How would you compare me to one of your co-stars in wrestling?
You're very gentle. Yeah, and
But I mean, skill-wise, how would you compare me as far as my fighting ability?
your fighting ability is actually very good. Yeah, it was good fighting ability and very smooth skin.
Very
Really?
smooth.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Gentle.
It's really nice of you.
Yeah.
Dangerous.
You have very soft lips. Not that I found that out during the scene, but when he sleeps sometimes.
I do have somewhat full lips, but they're full of scar tissue.
We were going surfing one morning, and he overslept. And
Here, you take it off.
we went to his house in this little town where we shoot in Nova Scotia. We went to his house to wake him up, and I think I was gonna pour water on him.
Yeah.
I was gonna pour water on him.
We had cameras.
But the room, it was so pitch black. He had duct taped the windows,
With
like
garbage bags.
stuffed things around the cracks of the door. It was actually quite frightening. Like all of a sudden we were like, maybe he's a heroin addict. Is like he's literally like gone down a really dark hole and like been living in this dark room.
Looks
for
like a
days.
heroin den. Not that I know what they look like, but
Well, you saw Trainspotting.
true. Yeah, it's very
So,
dark.
Although they were
Garbage
in
bags.
Trainspotting, the heroin den was very colorful. It was like red and green walls. But yeah, it was
Yeah.
that was he.
Yeah.
I don't. Like
That's how I know about his lips, because I was just that's how I fish around for people. I don't use my hands. I just
search with your lips.
I search. I mean, as
Like a guppy.
most people do.
It's one of your most powerful
Yeah.
senses.
He
It is
wouldn't.
your most powerful.
Yeah. Well, that's what you do, right?
It's so normal.
Yeah.
So we were in there, we were like talking to him, we're like, we're gonna get him, okay. Well, because we go up to his house, first of all, and we're like, oh, it's open, of course. Yeah, it's open. So he opened the door, and then the camera's following Balfour up the stairs. We're like, we're gonna watch this. Guys, shut up. And then we open the bedroom door, and it's like, what the? And everyone's like, let's get out of here. Something really weird is going on in here. Yeah.
And all I heard was them whispering, and I was out like a light. And I like my rooms very dark. So if it's not like at my home, I have hurricane shutters on my windows. It's a cave. So I quickly, when I got there, especially with the sun coming up at 4 a.m. in my window, I was like, no, this is not going to work. There's garbage bags going on these windows, and it's going to look like a crack den. So that's what they walked into.
I'm guessing that just from talking to you guys here now, that there's a great atmosphere on set. Who is the biggest practical joker, and what is the biggest prank or joke you played on one of your other cast members so far?
Surprisingly, it's none of us.
Yeah.
Our crew are the biggest pranksters. It's our crew. They usually their wrath is pretty much always delivered upon Lucas. He started it. It's his own fault, but they torture him.
What did I do, actually?
You started some kind of game called Fuck You Fridays, and he started flipping them off on Fridays.
Right.
You'd write it on the cement with like chalk. Maybe that was it.
Right.
So they torture him.
So what have they done so far?
They've filled his trailer. One day he couldn't get into his trailer because they filled it with balloons. Couldn't get in.
Yeah.
There was a giant "fuck you" sign that they made.
Wrapped around my toilet.
Couldn't get in.
Strange things left in my toilet.
Yeah, that happened. That's about it.